Dad, did you sleep on the couch last night?
I didn't sleep. Less than a point.
It's just a game. It's just a dumb game, you foolish fool.
I had it. This was my week.
I wonder what's for dinner.
Dinner's canceled. This was my week.
That's a negative.
I'm too distraught to think about making food. To Haterz Gon 2 Fantasy Report. I am your host, Jojo Sinopoulos. As you could tell, this week was not a very good week for the league as a whole. It just wasn't good. You know it, I know it, everyone knows it. You know what I'm talking about. Nonetheless, we're going to get down to it. Let's go down to this week's power rankings after week 6. At number 10, Minda's notable team. Minda finally got her first win on the heels of Derrick Henry's massive 40-point game. The shocking thing is she left 53 points on the bench with Matt Ryan and Julio Jones, so it could have been a whole lot worse for Fern. At number 9 is Jeremiah's Austin Thunderballs. A lot of people are comparing his team to the New England Patriots, a franchise known for its pride, its glory, its winning ways, and just having the worst season in recent memory, and for the Thunderballs ever. No start has ever been like this for Jeremiah. Less than a point. At number 8, the Ferns. Just when we thought he was doing great, he reminded us that Haterz Gon. At number 7 is Gators gummy bags. I was even fooled, you were fooled, everyone was fooled into believing that this was going to be another dominant season for him, but he's come crashing back down to earth. Terrible slide. What looked to be a monster season now looks like a scary nightmare. Happy Halloween game. At number 6 is Benjamin's Silly Chargers. The faker foolishly falls further down the line. At number 5 is Travis's Dak to the future. As you can see, we're at number 4 in honor of Dak. Travis without Dak is the same as the Cowboys without Dak. Just god-awful. At number 4 is Jimmy's The Benjamins. I still don't get it. At number 3 is Josh's super team. He's playing again like he was last year. He had a little bit of stumble at the beginning of the season, but it looks like he's back on track, and another playoff is just around the corner for Josh, in my opinion. And number 2 is Don's Gonna Own. After a very, very rough start to the season when most people, including myself, were writing him off, he's come back soaring, come back strong, all the way to number 2. But what eludes him is the number 1 spot. And the number 1 spot is held by someone he knows very closely. At number 1 is Stin's Cooking with COVID. She won by less than a point, barely won. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors, the Ice Club. Come for the elegance, hard nipples, small peen. I don't know, he was just talking to me, and he was like, poker? I hardly know the dude. And we're back. Let's go ahead and get into the Week 7 preview. In America's Game of the Week, number 1 Stin's Cooking with COVID versus number 3 Josh's Super Team. Can anyone stop the Corona Chef Extraordinaire? If anyone can, it's gonna be Josh. Dalvin Cook is on a bye week, and with the way Josh is playing, it's definitely going to take a super effort to win this one. Up next is number 2's Don's Gonna Own versus number 10 Minda's Notable Team. A week ago, I would have said Don is easily going to win this game. But after week 6, seeing the kind of points that Minda can put on the board, I don't know. It might be a fluke, it might have been an accident. Don has worked hard to recover a lot of his lost rep, and Minda's starting to build a reputation, so something's got to give in this one. Next, we have number 4 Jimmy's The Benjamins versus number 7 Haterz Gon. Gator has been playing some uninspired football. And just terrible Pop Warner, not even going to try football on the field. It's disgusting, it's embarrassing. I wouldn't want to call that my fantasy team, despite the fact that he has a better record than Jeremiah. That's not the point. Jimmy on the other hand keeps winning and winning and winning. And again, he doesn't have a great team. I mean, obviously it's not the worst team, but it's not a great team. He's not a great coach, but it just keeps happening. And what's happening now is he's becoming a little bit conceited, self-centered, a bit of a dick. So hopefully Gator can right the ship in this game, and I think he will. Next we have number 5 Travis's Dak to the Future versus number 8 Ferns. Talk about two teams that both need a win incredibly badly and incredibly fast. Travis was on a tear after his week 1 loss. He rattled off 3 wins in a row, and now he's just lost 2 more in a row, both with Dak being out. Fern was starting to make some headway, starting to make some progress. He had 2 wins. It looked like he was becoming a contender. He had Patrick Mahomes as his quarterback, and then he lost to Minda, which is, I don't know how you come back from that. Nonetheless, one of these teams will have to win, and the team that does win will probably have a little bit more swagger to their game, probably go a little bit further into the playoffs, if to make them at all. The other one will be Travis. And finally, we have number 6 Benjamin's Silly Chargers versus number 9 Jeremiah's Austin Thunderbolts. Both of these teams need a win like a fat kid needs to understand the dangers of obesity. From 2000 to 2018, the prevalence of obesity has risen from 32% to 40%. Conditions related to obesity include heart disease, stroke, type 2 diabetes. Medical costs alone to treat obesity are astronomical. While obesity may affect some groups more than others, it's quite important to be aware of the dangers. I just hope that Jeremiah can win this game this week. That's going to do it for this week's report. Good luck to all the teams except for Benjamin's. You're going to need it.